We will start with our prayers. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripatamaham mande Shri Gurum Deenataranam Adadanastrunam dante idam yache punah punah Srimad Rupa Padambujau Dulisyam Janma Janmani. Okay, so now we are going to chapter 4. So if you see the flow of chapters in NOD, the first chapter was Samanya Bhakti, right? It was just like the general description of Bhakti. And general description of Bhakti, we learned what are the 6 characteristics at each stage of Bhakti. That was like a general description. And after the general description, then we went into the second chapter, which is 2nd to 16. As you know, as you remember, it is Sadhana Bhakti. In Sadhana Bhakti, we started off with eligibility or taste, right? General description and then eligibility, and then further details on the third chapter. The eligibility refers to levels of devotees, different levels of devotees, or different, what do you call, the degrees of growth in devotees. That's why we actually studied about the 3 levels of growth in devotees: Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama. So now we are going into chapter 4. Chapter 4 is titled as Devotional Service Surpasses All Liberation. That is the title of the chapter. Now I just want to ask, let us do a combined recap. What are the 6 purposes of NOD? One person can start, just one.
Make us a Goswami.
Okay, Krishna Girada Mata, to make each of us a Goswami. Then
to explain Bhakti Ras and Mundane Ras.
okay, Shamati Premade, to explain Bhakti Rasa and Mundane Rasa. Yes, Amala Bhakti Mata, I see you.
Practical hints to live in the material world by devotional service.
Yes, there is practical instructions for living in this material world and practice devotional service. 3, then
nurture the devotional service of all practicing devotees.
Yes, to nourish all our devotional service practices by giving, hints. Okay, next.
Science of perfectly loving all living entities.
Yeah, to say the NOD teaches us the science of perfectly loving all living entities. Then one last one.
Sir, the
Stimulate
devotional like
With
original love.
original rasas.
Yes, to stimulate
Yeah,
our
not
original rasa
original.
with Krishna, one among the five. So
Yes.
to invoke that in us. So these are the 6 purposes. Okay, good. Now, someone who hasn't spoken till now, could you share what is, what are the components of Mangala Charana? There are 3 components in Mangala Charana. What are they?
Explain the object of the book.
Excellent. So first is to explain the object of the book. Thank you, Prabhu. Next, one more. You can wait.
Brief discussion of the book.
All right. Brief description of the contents of the book, and then
Offering obeisances.
excellent. So offering obeisances. Now, actually, brief description of contents of the book. Where does it come under? In Mangala Charana, there is 3 only. Object of the book, then offering obeisances, and then third one is not the brief description of the book.
invoke benediction.
Invoke benediction. Yes. So these 3 are the Mangala. If you can see any invocation prayers are somewhat like this. This is a component of invocation prayer. So there is defining the object of the book, and then there is invoking or offering obeisances, and then third is invoking the blessings or benediction of the to the readers, for the readers, right? So now someone who hasn't spoken too much yet, so someone can explain how does Prabhupada or even Rupa Goswami actually describe the object of the book.
Yes, Krishna is the object of the book and he is Akila Rasamrita Murti.
Excellent, thank you. So Krishna is the object of the book. He is Akila Rasamrita Murti, means he is the reservoir. Yes.
Of all.
Excellent. Reservoir of all devotional mellows, right? So that is Krishna. Okay, that is good. Then if we have to detail it to somebody, okay, how is he the reservoir of all devotional mellows? Prabhupada explains it in a few different ways. I mean, mainly one way, actually. How is he the supreme? He establishes it.
So, Mataji, can I go ahead?
Yes, Mamata Mata, yes.
Yes. So, with reference to the scriptural reference, Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 2.29, which you mentioned. So, the official role is Purushavatar, the Vishnu. And so, in at home, we practice like with different rasas, like Sakya rasa, Vatsalya rasa, Madhurya rasa. So in this way, he's Akila Rasa Amrita Murti in Vrindavan. So that's something you have pointed out.
Yes, yes, yes. So Prabhupada brings out different, different way to look at it. Like you said, that why are we calling Krishna in Vrindavan as Akila Rasamrita Murti? It doesn't mean that other expansions don't have rasa, but they're not Akila Rasamrita Murti. Like there are specific rasa in each DT, or not exactly DT, each expansion or each plenary portion. Now, Vrindavan Krishna has everything in him. So that's how Prabhupada explains by bringing out the example of Purushavataras versus Krishna as a cowherd boy. Yeah. Okay, so that is about object of the book. Now, someone else explain the offering obeisances part. Who offers obeisances to who? Someone who hasn't spoken yet.
Rupa Goswami offers obeisances to Sanatana Goswami and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he seeks invoke the benediction for the readers.
What is the specific benediction he is invoking, and who is he asking that from? Anyone remembers? It's
He's,
very beautiful. Yes, yeah.
For
James.
the benediction, well, he's asking that we and the book itself be protected from argumentative logicians.
Yes. Yes. And he seeks that benediction from Sanatan Goswami. He specifically mentions, may Sanatan Goswami protect the book and the audience of the book from argumentative logicians. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Prabhu. So now, next, Rachna Mataji, the next set of obeisances, how is it? Now, who offers obeisances to who? Or someone else?
Prabhupada
Prabhupada.
offers
Someone who hasn't
obeisance.
spoken. I really like the enthusiasm. I'm really amazed by both of your excellent enthusiasm.
Prabhupada
Thank you.
offers obeisance Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Okay.
And all the Vaishnavas.
Okay. Someone else, can you, other than who has spoken, someone else can please explain what is, when Prabhupada describes about obeisances to all the Vaishnavas, what does he say?
So is it only for the people who are not spoken, Mataji, or already spoken also?
Well, you haven't spoken too much. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. So yeah, so when Srila Prabhupada is offering the obeisance to all the Vaishnavas, he gives the beautiful analogy like comparing the sharks to the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Vaishnavas to the sharks. Okay.
Yeah, so sharks only live in the ocean, but not the rivers, and cannot be caught in the net. So that can be compared to sharks like our devotees who are living in the ocean, who's refusing to live anything less than the water. So that
Yeah, less than bhakti. Yeah.
yes, so in that context, devotees always refuse the pleasures from lesser than devotion. So that example, and also you said like thank you, but no thank you, that you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and shark rejects the rivers. So impersonalists argue, but merges in the ocean. So that, then 1 second, I'm also referring to the notes only.
Yeah.
And also they do not distinguish between the practitioners from the path. So rivers are compared to the ocean. All the living entities goes to the ocean.
Yeah. So basically, the clarity that a devotee has, that is what is explained in the second part of analogy, reverse. Basically the impersonalism and personalism. Let us think about it. Impersonalists think that everything goes to the same destination, all whatever you do, same place, right? That's what they take this analogy of a river and the ocean and say all rivers merge in the ocean. Similarly, all paths lead to the Brahman, same place, correct? So now, when we think about Vaishnava philosophy or personalism, then actual reality is rivers are not just a body of water with nothing in there. That body of water has different aquatics. So all these aquatics are individual living entities. They don't merge with the river. You see what I'm saying? The river and like this world and we are different. We are not just merged into this world. Similarly, the aquatics live individually, or plants, anything in the inside the river, every single living entity is individual. So even if they are on that path for that time, they can always, it's not like they will merge with the ocean. So the distinction between why the devotees are compared to the shark and this particular example is given as devotees are personalists. They don't think that, okay, I'll just go with the flow. They offer their services. So it is not merging is not their goal. Rather, service is their goal. So they remain individual persons, right? And this, yeah. So that's the distinction. So personalism versus impersonalism. Okay. So now the third, what does it say about the shark analogy? Mamata Mate, continue.
So yeah, Mataji. So as you said, the rivers and the ocean, all living entities in the ocean. So impersonalists, they don't see the difference between the living entity and living entity living in the ocean, the aquatics, whatever you mentioned. And devotees are like fish. Every living entity has its own identity. So sharks only choose these oceans, and devotees are like fishes, rivers merges, and fishes don't. And the third thing is sharks are not caught by the fisherman's net. So that's all I have in my notes, Mataji.
So sharks are not caught by the fisherman's net. Similarly, Devotees are not caught by bhukti, mukti, and siddhi, all these kind of things.
Yes, Mataji, correct.
Yeah. Okay. Manjula Mata, you had unmuted.
I was just gonna say the same thing. They're not
Okay.
gonna be stuck in the cycle of birth and death. Yeah.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you. So now, oh, how did my video go off? Okay. So, all right. So Mangala Charana is done. Now the next question is about someone who hasn't spoken. What are the 6 characteristics of devotional service? Specifically, just tell me what 2 characteristics for sadhana, what 2 characteristics for bhava, and what 2 characteristics for prema. Yes, Neena Mataji.
Okay. But for sadhana bhakti, the moment, so we all are sadhakas, and when we begin sadhana bhakti, what starts to happen is kleshagni starts to get away, sway away, as a result of which subodha, all auspiciousness, starts to come in the life. So those are the 2 things from sadhana bhaktis that we see.
Okay, perfect. Then what about bhava?
And then
Bhava is
comes...
like-
Okay, Amol Prabhu, go ahead.
Yeah, bhava is like basically moksha and sudurlabha, rare to achieve.
Moksha Lagutakrit means the happiness that comes in bhava bhakti derides the happiness of Brahman liberation. Yes. So that is the main characteristic.
Okay.
Because if bhava bhaktas get the same happiness that is there in Brahman, which is neutrality, there's no point. So yeah. Okay, yeah, more the happiness that they get is far higher than happiness that is derived by liberation. Okay, and the next one you said is Sudurlabha. What does that mean? Rare to achieve.
Rare to achieve, yeah.
Yes, rare to attain bhava bhakti. And for prema bhakti, there are 2 characteristics. Yes, someone who hasn't spoken or who has spoken a little.
Standard Vishistama and Sri Krishna, the only means to attract Krishna. The prema bhakti.
Okay. One is
basically first one is like transcendental pleasure, contents bliss, and the second is Sri Krishna, who is the only means to attract Krishna.
Yeah, this bhakti, prema bhakti is the only means to attract completely. Krishna has to be completely attracted to something. The person has to have prema.
Yeah.
It's different, like he's attracted to our bhakti too, but his merciful nature is more at this point. With us, he's just merciful, a lot of mercy. But when it comes to prema, he's just a lot of playfulness. He's by himself. He's just himself. He doesn't restrict himself. With us, he has to be careful what he does with us, because if he gives too much, then we get like, okay, puffed up. So he has to kind of measure it for us. For prema bhaktas, he doesn't have to. I mean, even measuring is for our own benefit, not because he doesn't want to give. So yeah. So yes, so sadhana bhakti, 2 prominent characteristics is kleshagni, destruction of material miseries, shubhada, it is benedicts or bestows all auspiciousness. Then sadhana bhava bhakti, moksha lagutakrit, if you don't know the Sanskrit, perfectly all right, okay? Derides
The happiness of liberation.
Yes, and then Sudurlabha is rare to attain. Bhava is rare to attain. Prema Bhakti, 2 characteristics. One is Chandrananda Viseshatma, meaning the bliss that they experience is even more than Bhava Bhaktas. It is just so condensed. And that's why even separation is a big thing. The topic of separation, it's so hard to conceive of at this point. But for them, even that is the crying is also bliss. Everything is bliss. They're crying out of bliss, actually. That kind of a thing. And then
Sri Krishna Karshini.
Sri Krishna Akarshini. So the only thing that will completely capture Krishna, captivate Krishna, is prema bhakti. Okay, good. Now I don't want to go into details, but you should know what kind of relief of misery, destruction of material miseries happen. You should know a few things. I will just go through that inside part. You have to expand by yourself because we have to go into fourth chapter. So destruction of material miseries, we should know what is the root of material. We don't have to answer it. We should know what is the root of material misery, and what are some 4 different kinds of sinful reactions that get destroyed with bhakti. And then when it comes to bestowing of auspiciousness, what 3 main subtopics inside that? You should know these, okay? And then yeah, all right, that's good. And then going into the second chapter. Okay, first stage of devotion, sadhana bhakti. Now, what is the definition of sadhana bhakti? Someone can explain, please. Someone who hasn't spoken yet.
Can I, Mataji?
Okay, go ahead. I don't want to decline. Okay, yes. Yes, Mataji.
Sorry,
Yashomati.
Mataji. No, let someone do.
No, I want to hear from you too, please. Yeah, I don't want anybody to feel like what do you call, suppressed when I say others can speak. Everybody gets to
No,
speak.
no.
Yes, go ahead, Mataji, Yashomati Mataji. Please let us hear from you.
Employing our all senses and mind in activities of devotional service with the goal of awakening the pure love, bhav, to go to bhav, bhakti.
Excellent. Okay. Now, the next question I want to ask is, what is the eligibility for bhakti and how does it come to us?
It comes from pure devotees, and everybody is eligible for bhakti, but it normally comes from pure devotees, the mercy of devotees and Krishna.
Eligibility is attraction or taste. Yes. It comes from devotees mainly. Krishna doesn't just directly come and give it. He goes through devotee only. He has a channel. So he will give it through a devotee. Can happen because life is bhakti is continuum. It's not limited to this life. So either we got mercy last life or this life or whenever. So that is how it's continuing. Okay, eligibility. Now, there are some specific topics in there. Where does Prabhupada use this analogy of child walking or learning to walk? What does he compare this analogy to?
Sadhana bhakti, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
How? Okay.
When we do bhakti, sadhana bhakti, we do like slowly. Like as child falls down, like child learns to walk slow, and then he falls and then he starts walking. It comes itself.
Yes. So it is intrinsic. Bhakti is intrinsic to the devotee or to any living entity. So the sadhana bhakti means practice. Similarly, child is practicing to walk. Yeah, same way we are also, or the sadhakas are practicing the bhakti, by engaging in bhakti process, chanting, hearing, reading. So when we employ our senses like this, just like the child is employing or engaging his walking propensity in walking. Similarly, we engage or employ our bhakti propensity by practicing bhakti. And during that practice, we could fall, we have difficulty, we have ups and downs, and sometimes it's pretty fast, like the child, like toddler, you have seen, sometimes they just run like as if it's a marathon. So it's like sometimes we really pick up really fast, sometimes we are slow, but no matter what, we just have to continue. Perseverance and continuing without getting disheartened is a key. That is that's the analogies, that's the child walking analogy is giving, right? Okay, good. Thank you, Archita Mataji. Now, the next question is about, there's another analogy given in this context. Anybody remember?
Psychiatric treatment.
Yes, the psychiatrist actually treats a patient with some challenges or mental illness, or then the illness sometimes takes over. When someone is pretty depressed, they don't feel like taking the medication, but we keep giving the medication, even whether the patient feels like taking or not, just take the medicine. That's another key point for us as sadhakas. Sometimes we don't feel like chanting. We feel like, okay, let the beatback be there, but whether we feel like it or not, or whether we, today I don't feel like reading, okay, at least don't read an hour, but read 10 minutes. I don't feel like attending the class, okay, don't, be over attentive, at least be somewhat attentive. I don't feel like chanting. I just feel very lethargic and don't feel like chanting now. Okay, if you can't be attentive, at least just chant. Try something. Instead of closing the doors, try something. That is the thing with psychiatry. Because a patient who has an illness, medicine is not only the way. Medication, therapy, multiple approaches are there, and all multiple approaches a patient has to take, whether they like it or not. And if one day where we feel better, we shouldn't be stopping. Okay, I feel better, I don't have to improve anymore. It's not like that. So that is the key thing so in child walking, practicing to walk or learning to walk, the main punch that we learn is practice brings out the intrinsic nature. And falling, gaining, all these things are normal. So we just keep practicing, keep persevering. That is one aspect. When this analogy comes about a psychiatrist treating a patient with mental illness, the main punchline is that whether we like it or not, just do it. Do not stop because we don't feel like it. Like Prabhupada said, someone asked Prabhupada, I don't feel like offering obeisances. Prabhupada said, offer obeisances, then you'll feel like it. That was simple. So I've heard from His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj once he said this kind of a thing, like when we are sadhakas, we have our chant, we have a regulatory chanting of a japa and study of Prabhupada books and hearing Prabhupada and spiritual master. This is very, very important. And this is like the feeding bottle. Like a baby has a feeding bottle with milk, right? Now, Maya's only main goal is to just snatch the feeding bottle away. This is what Maharaj told. When a baby is feeding, you pull the bottle. It's bewildering. So that's how, material energy acts. That's how our distractions act on us. So it'll pull the feeding bottle. What is our feeding bottle? Is chanting, hearing, reading, and remaining in sadhu sangha. So we had to hold the feeding bottle that nobody can snatch it, Or if somebody snatches it, we got to just wail and yell that they just bring it back to us. So that's how it should be. So anyway, all right. So that's that. And then I think 2 categories of sadhana bhakti. What are they?
Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and Raganuga sadhana.
What is the main distinction, Amala Bhakti Mataji?
Vaidhi sadhana bhakti is done with obligations, Mataji. Raganuga sadhana bhakti is spontaneous love to Krishna.
Yeah.
Obligation means it's done. There are certain rules which are need to be followed by under the guidance of the spiritual master. That's the main thing, Mataji.
Yes. So we do sadhana bhakti out of our promise to our spiritual master. Yeah, there is some affection in it. It's not dry. We value our spiritual master. So out of that obligation, we do. Perfect. Now, we are not really attracted to the process so much. Oh my God, I have to get this 16 rounds done. I have to read. I have to hear. This is like a checklist for us. Even though we do it with our emotion, we don't just do it dry. But the motivation is not like, I really want to do it. It's not like that. We just do it because Maharaj gave, Prabhupada gave. So I want to I know this person is amazing. So I want to please that person. I want to connect with that person. It's still there. But Raganuga, they have so much attraction for chanting, hearing, reading. They can't stop. It's just, it just goes on. And they don't have to remind themselves to do this. Okay, excellent, Amala Bhaktimate. Thank you. So now, at the end of this chapter, Prabhupada quotes the Narada Muni's sentence, that ena kena prakarena, somehow or other fix your mana Krishna niveshayat. Somehow fix your mind on Krishna. This way, that way, the other way. Okay. All right, good. So this is second chapter, and third chapter was primarily concerned about the 3 levels of devotees. I'm not going into it. You just learn the tabular column. Okay. Now, fourth chapter. How many of us are on the call? 26. Excellent. So fourth chapter is a little bit more of an exercise for you. I'm going to have Zoom rooms, and I'm going to tell you to go through the chapter. I'll float between the rooms. I want you to identify one person can be the scribe. So, as soon as you get into the rooms, one person please be the scribe. If you can put it in your notebook or in your laptop or somewhere in a tabular column, what we are going to do. Let us see. First of all, chapter 4 is titled as Devotional Service Surpasses All Liberation. This is the title of chapter 4. Okay. So now in this chapter, there are some main quotes. This chapter is mainly collection of references from different cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, different scriptures to give examples of how bhakti derides liberation. Okay. That is a chapter. Now, what we are going to do, I have a tabular column, but I'm not going to show it. So, this is what we're going to do. Maybe I'll just show the heading. So that you have an idea. Okay. Let me just show one. And where is my Zoom? So this is how I want you to categorize, because this chapter actually tells about how devotional service derides mukti, liberation, how devotional service is much better or far supreme than bhukti or material enjoyment. And there are some quotes that say bhukti and mukti, both. You see what I'm saying? There are some quotes which will say devotional service derides liberation. There are some quotes which will say devotional service derides material enjoyment. There are some quotes which will combinedly say devotional service derides or is better than bhukti and mukti, or liberation and enjoyment. I want you to categorize it. So everybody understood what is the task? Did everyone understand the task? Anybody has any question? Maybe I should ask.
Yes, Mataji, I have. So you want to know inner categories, the first mukti and bhakti, right?
Yeah. See, this is the tabular column. I'll give you an example. You can include this example. So there'll be like a few, 26 of you are there. So how should we divide? I need a large group will be difficult. Perhaps, okay, this is what we'll do. We'll divide into 26. 5 groups of 5 each. One group will have 6 persons. Okay. One person be the scribe. Don't do anything else. The others go through the it's across the chapter. So others just quickly browse through the chapters and then start telling the scribe that this quote is about. I'm just going to give you different topics for each room. So this quote is about bhukti, this quote is about mukti, like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, maybe we'll divide into 5 groups, actually, 6 groups. So 2 groups will work on the quotes about bhukti, 2 groups will work on quotes about just mukti part, and 2 groups will work on the combination quote. You understand? Don't put the individual quote in the combination. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll give this is an example. Where is the screen? Oh, this is not the screen, sorry. Do you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes. Chapter 4.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, you see the chapter 4 screen. I don't see anything. Where is the screen? Oh my God. Where is the screen? Oh, okay. It says it's paused. Anyway, the analogy for, okay. Sorry, I'm just going to reshare again because I can't see it. For example, the analogy for combination, Vritrasura says, it's very beautiful when you read it. Vritrasura says that he rejects the pole star, he rejects the planetary systems and mystic yoga, perfection, and spiritual emancipation, meaning liberation, because these are all devoid of association with pure devotees and service to pure devotees. You see, this particular quote falls under combination. Okay? When you see the mukti part, Prithu Maharaj says, I don't want liberation, because even if there is transcendental bliss, I don't want liberation because I cannot hear the glories of Krishna from the pure devotees. That's what Prithu Maharaj says. He's only talking about liberation. Now, when we see King Bharata, he says, he practically gave up all his kingdom. Society, children, wife, everyone he gave up. Saying that I don't have direct service to Krishna, so I want to give this up and just focus on my service to Krishna. So this is like an analogy. This is like an example how I want you to put it. Now, is it all clear now? Everybody is clear?
Yes,
Okay,
Mataji.
good. Okay. Now let us divide the rooms. I'm just randomly dividing the rooms. There's no, I'm not going to go through each person and all that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how it works. Assign automatically. Then I'll come into the group and then say, I guess. Okay, room 1. Yeah, whoever is in room 1, you just write down. Room 1 is about combination. Write down everything. Write down room 1 and room 2. You work on quotes about combination. Okay. Room 3 and room 4 work on quotes about how bhakti is superior to liberation. Okay. When we assign, you will know which room you're in. Room 1 and 2 combination quotes. Room 3 and 4 are for the, bhakti derides liberation, that one. And then room 5 and 6, just do the quotes about how bhakti is far superior than material enjoyment. Okay. All right. I'm opening the rooms and you will know where you are and just join in. Okay. And we'll take enough time for this. It will take time.
Five and six, what mein aata ji?
Material enjoyment. Everybody join the rooms? Yeah. Rajakumari Mata, are you able to join the rooms? You're still here.
Yes, Matadev, I can't understand how can I
Oh,
join.
you're not able to see how to do it. Okay. I know it's a lot of technicality. Are you showing? I don't know. So if you're not able to do, let me see. It's hard for you. Okay. Okay, when you go, sorry, I'm asking you to do these technical things. You see in the Zoom, there is a tab called participants.
Zoom. No, Mataji, I can't
Next
see
to the
any.
mic and the video, there is something called participants. No?
No.
Okay, let me do something. Not join. Okay, move. Okay. I know it's a lot of work for you. Okay, I'll tell you what to collect. So for you, you are actually in room 4.
Yes, Mataji.
You know that you are in room 4?
Yes.
Then you just have to join. There should be you should just be able to join in. Is there any button called join? Let me see. Join the room? No?
No, I have any button.
Okay, let me put you with someone else. I'm putting you in room 3. Do you see anything?
Nothing, Mataji.
There's no invitation for you to join? No invitation. You're not able to see the invitation.
Join breakout room.
Yes, yes, exactly. You just have to, let me just move you to room 4. You will see join breakout room. Just join.
Yes.
Click join.
Join.
Yes, okay.
James, Hare Krishna, James.
Hare Krishna.
For the first group back.
Looking for the breakout rooms. I can't find. I need to close the breakout rooms. It's not coming up. Interesting. Hmm. It was right in front of my eyes till now.
Is there a breakout room menu? Because it says you can close all breakout rooms through it.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, there it is. I got it now.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna close it. Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll wait for everybody. 60 seconds, then come back.
Oh, sorry. Krishna.
Okay. Okay. Everybody is coming back. All right, everyone is back. Yeah, I think everyone is back. 25. One person is missing. Where did they go? We had 26 to begin with. Maybe they probably accidentally ended it instead of leaving the breakout room. Maybe they just left the meeting. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Now let us go through this. Okay. Let us begin with groups 3 and 4 who did one person from 3 and one person from 4 can be the spokesperson. And then let's see what all you have gathered about the quotes where the devotees are saying, or some scripture reference which says, we reject mukti, we just want bhakti.
I can speak from group number 3.
Okay.
Okay, so first example, we have total of 4 examples
Okay.
that we got. So first is what you have already explained, Maharaj Prithu. Do you want me to read the whole sentence, Mataji?
Yes, please.
Yes, okay. So Maharaj Prithu and Adi Raja, which is described in Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 20th chapter, verse 24. He prays to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thus, My dear Lord, if after taking liberation I have no chance of hearing the glories of your Lordship, glories chanted by pure devotees from the core of their hearts in praise of your lotus feet, and if I have no chance for this honey of transcendental bliss, then I shall never ask for liberation or this so-called spiritual emancipation.
Okay, wonderful. So hold off, and then you are from group 3, Mataji?
Yes.
Okay, now group 4, you also worked on the same thing. One from the group, whoever is your spokesperson, tell the other another quote for the same topic.
Mataji. So I'm from Group 4.
Yes.
So Group 4 also we have identified this point what Mataji has said, but so I'm going with the next one.
Yes.
And Srimad Bhagavatam 6:11-25, Vrittasura addresses the Lord. My dear Lord, by leaving your transcendental service, I may be promoted to the planet called Dhruva-loka, or I may gain lordship over all planetary system of the universe. But I do not aspire to this. Nor do I wish the mystic perfections of yoga practice, nor do I aspire to the spiritual emancipation. All I wish for, my Lord, is your association and transcendental service eternally.
Okay, so it's okay to quote this here, but in general, where does this belong in our task?
Combination.
Combination.
Yeah.
Combination. Yes. He does tell, I don't want spiritual emancipation, but he also tells, I don't want, like Kingdom of Polestar. I don't want mystic siddhi. I don't want enjoyment. I don't want mukti. So he's putting everything there. So, but good. It's okay. He's rejecting liberation, but I would ideally put this in combination, but it's fine, Okay, then what else do you have, Balaram Sharan Prabhu, in this
So
category?
I have like 6:17-28, Lord Shiva addresses Sati also. Here also it says combination. It's like, my dear Sati, persons who are devoted to Narayana are not afraid of anything. If they are elevated to higher planetary system, or if they get liberation from material contamination, or if they are pushed down to the hellish condition.
This
In
is
any
also a combination, you see. Swarga, Apavarga, Narakeshu. They say Narayana Parasarve, na Kutaschana Bibhyati. There's, they don't care. Swarga, Apavarga, Narakeshu. Everything is they're rejecting, Apitulyata Darshanam. So he's actually rejecting everything. Okay. What else? Anything specific about a person or devotee rejecting liberation alone?
one second. Hanuman says here, my dear Lord, if you like, you can give me salvation from this material existence or privilege of merging into existence, but I do not wish any of these things. I do not want anything that diminishes my relationship with you as servant or master, even after liberation.
Who says this?
Hanuman.
Hanuman. Hanuman says this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Wonderful. Now, Manjarila Mate, what other quotes in this area?
That particular example, for some reason, Mataji, Hanuman's, we did review that in our group, and we had come across that it is both.
What does it say?
I forgot, but we talked about this. That's why
I can tell.
Oh, thank you, Mataji.
I'm just pulling it up.
Yeah.
And Lord Shiva says to Devi, it's 12:10:6. It is about
That is also
hello?
a combination, if I'm not wrong.
So in the context of, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Hayashrisha Pancharatra, in the combination, like it's a discussion like between Lord Narsingadev and Prahlad Maharaj. In that, like Prahlad Maharaj is like quoting like Prahlad Maharaj cited the example of Hanuman, the eternal servitor of Lord Ramachandra, who set an example by never asking any material favor from the Lord, always remain engaged in the Lord's service. That is the ideal character of Hanuman, for which he is still worshipped by all devotees.
Yeah, so that's why we thought it was combination, because material favors as well as the spiritual. So that's why we
Not spiritual, let us say
No.
liberation. Yeah.
liberation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so we thought it was combination because we discussed about this.
Okay, all right.
So
Okay.
Mataji, it is not combination, it is pure bhakti, choosing over liberation. Hanuman's.
What does he say? He says that he doesn't want material enjoyment. What does he
Yeah.
say?
Material favors or spirit
Or spiritual salvation.
The
Yeah,
privilege,
never
privilege
ask for any material favor from
Okay,
the
let's
Lord.
hear from Balaram Sharan Prabhu. What are you saying?
I say, he said, my dear Lord, if you like to give me salvation from this material existence, or
That's
the
how it is
privilege of
written?
merging. Yes,
Okay.
yes, Mataji.
That's
But
how
I
it
do
is
not
written.
wish any. I do not want anything that diminishes my relationship with you as servant to master, even after liberation.
Okay.
That's
So the way Balaram Sharan Prabhu is reading, that does come under
wait. So we
liberation
talked about the
part.
material favor part. So I think what Ranjita Mataji had read.
Two different ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
The
Okay,
next one
good.
we had was Durvasa Muni's example, where he says, Durvasa Muni thus, my pure devotees are always satisfied being engaged in devotional service, and therefore they do not aspire even after the 5 liberated stages, which are, number 1, to be one with me, number 2, to achieve residence on my planet, number 3, to have my opulences, number 4, to possess bodily features similar to mine, and number 5, to gain personal association with me.
Okay, all right. So anything else in this category?
Gajendra?
Gajendra doesn't come here, I think. Does it?
I think he would be combo, wouldn't he?
Mataji, in the 44th page, last paragraph, it's about Atma Ramas, Mataji. Does it comes under here? Can I read the paragraph?
Yeah, you can read. Yes.
In this Atma Rama verse, it is stated that even those who are completely liberated from material contamination are attracted by the transcendental qualities of Lord Krishna. The purport of this verse is that a liberated soul has absolutely no desire at all for material enjoyment. He is wholly freed from all kinds of material desires, yet still he is irresistibly attracted by the desire to hear and understand the pastimes of the Lord. We may therefore conclude that the glories and pastimes of the Lord are not material. Otherwise, how could the liberated persons known as Atma Ramas be attracted by such pastimes?
Yeah, this will fall under this.
Material.
Bhakti.
No, this will fall under this because they're talking about the punchline of talking about bhakti in this category. What I understand is the already liberated people, already like in Sayuja, kind of like Kumaras basically, already they're liberated, they're attracted to devotional service. So they're rejecting their state of being liberated for higher service. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is also similar to that, there is also another verse, Mataji. It's like SP 10.87.21. Shrutis are personified words to the Lord. Your devotees who left their domestic comforts to associate with the liberated Acharya are now fully merged in devotional service of your Lordship. And thus they do not care for any so-called liberation.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
what we had. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we also discussed that, Mataji.
Yeah, so glories of devotional service. Let me just write it down. Or otherwise, one of you have to compile everything. One of you will you be, is someone noting this down from
I
either group?
made a note of this. I prepared myself.
Everything, both of you have to combine. Maybe Balaram Sharan Prabhu and Manjula Mataji, if you are the spokespersons, just put everything together and share.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay? Just copy paste the actual quote, okay? Actual paragraph, so that we all have the direct reference. And then we don't have to, like, when the exam asks for it, you don't have to just like verbatim write it. But we read verbatim, but you write your own language, okay?
Sure.
Is that doable? Anything else you both have in your groups, 3 and 4?
We only had that, yeah.
Okay, so as of now, I understand there are 6 quotes, right? No, 5. One is about Prithu Maharaj saying, okay, and then next is Durvasa, Lord of Vaikunta saying to Durvasa Muni. Then Hanuman rejecting salvation. And then the Atma Rama quote that Amala Bhakti Mataji quoted. And then the next one is, just now you said, which one is?
Shrutis and Vedas personified.
Yeah, Shrutis and Vedas personified.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's a, if we study like this, it'll stick. Otherwise, it won't stick. You have to categorize it. Otherwise, the whole chapter is about quoting and quoting and quoting, and we get like confused. Okay. All right. So this is good. The next, now we did 3 and 4.
We're just sharing this in our group after, right, Mataji? And writing this.
Yeah, compile it nicely in a Word document, and then you can just put it out in the WhatsApp group, Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Now 5 and 6 people, because first 1 and 2 have a lot. That's why I'm going through 5 and 6. 5 and 6 devotees, can you share what all quotes you found about a devotee or a quote choosing bhakti over bhukti, meaning devotional service over material enjoyment?
Yes, Mataji.
So who are the spokesperson for 5? Who is the spokesperson for 5?
This is Anshu Mataji for.
Okay, perfect. And then who is the spokesperson for 6?
I can be the spokesperson.
Okay, perfect. So now Anshu Mataji start, just tell one and then we'll keep back and forth, and both of you take notes of both, okay?
Oh, sure, Mataji. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So, Mataji, first we found is a 5th canto, 14th chapter, verse 44, which talks about Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj was being offered like the fortune and all the material opulences and everything by goddess Lakshmi, but he didn't accept it. He was not interested in material opulences.
Okay.
So that is one example.
Was it Parikshit? 5th canto?
Yes, Mataji, on page 37.
Oh, I thought it was Bharata. Okay, it's Parikshit.
Oh, sorry. Sukadev Goswami addresses Parikshit Maharaj. Sorry. So it was
Yes.
Bharata.
So yeah,
Yes.
it's about Bharat. Okay, Bharat Maharaj. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, James Prabhu, what else?
Yes, on page 43 in the Hayashirsha Pancharatra, similarly, Narasimha Dev wanted to give material benediction to Prahlad Maharaj, and Prahlad Maharaj simply asked the favor of the Lord to remain his eternal devotee. So he did not accept the material benediction. So
Are
that's
there
on
2 quotes
page
like that?
page 43.
Okay. 43. Prahlad rejects material benedictions from Narasimha Dev. If I'm not wrong, I think he's also having another quote. We'll come to it later. That's good. Okay, Prahlad Maharaj's quote. Then next, Anshu Mataji, do you have anything else in this context?
Yes, Mataji, we had one more. Yeah, so here there is one more example of Gajendra. Gajendra says, "My dear Lord, I have no experience." So there, like in his prayers, he is asking to be free from the material desire, and he simply wants experience in the transcendental bliss.
Yes. Yeah. By glorifying Krishna's or the Lord's auspicious characteristics. He specifically mentions that because when you read it, when you read the thing, right, it says, the quote says, basically, Gajendra says, I called out because of distress, but I know that your devotees, just by serving the lotus feet of your Lord, of the Lord, of you, become free from all material desires by being merged in the transcendental bliss of simply glorifying your auspicious characteristics. So, because the word merge is coming, we shouldn't misunderstand it. He's choosing Sayujya. He is actually choosing to be merged in the transcendental bliss of Krishna's characteristics. That's a distinction, Okay, thank you. Wonderful. Yes. James Prabhu?
Yes, I hope this is a good example. It's on page 41. It's when Lord Krishna is speaking to Uddhava in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 20th chapter, verse 34. Krishna says, "My dear Uddhava, the devotees who have completely taken shelter of my service are so steadfast in devotional service that they have no other desire. Even if they are offered the 4 kinds of spiritual opulences, which I think falls under bhukti, they will refuse to accept them. So what to speak of their desiring anything within the material world?"
This is like a combination, you see.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because basically Krishna is saying they don't want even liberation. What to speak of like just material things? So they reject everything for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but good. There is one more though.
Spiritual opulences, 4 kinds of spiritual opulences.
That is liberation.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 kinds of liberation. That is, they aren't even including the impersonal liberation. 4 kinds of spiritual opulences that is included is Samipya, being in my direct association, and then Salokya, that is being in the planet of the Lord, and then Sarshti, having the opulence like that of the Lord, and then Samipya, Sarupya, he having a form like that of the Lord. They even reject those. These are Vaishnava liberations. They even say, I don't even want that. I just want to serve anywhere and everywhere. Even you put me to hell, I want to serve. So that is their approach. Yeah. Interesting, right? They don't even want that. They're saying, I don't need back to Godhead. I just need Godhead. God. Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's like Prabhupada. He's here in his books. He was here giving up his place there and came down to just serve. Anyway, okay. Anything else in this category? There is one more as of I know at least. Yeah. Anshu Mataji, you have something in this category?
Yes, Mataji. I think they talk about Markandeya. That is 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th chapter, verse 6. Lord Shiva says to Devi, my dear Devi, this great Brahmana sage Markandeya has attained unflinching faith and devotional unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and such as he does not aspire any benedictions, including liberation. Oh, this is liberation from the material world, but right?
There's a combination.
Combination.
He doesn't want anything, including liberation.
Okay. Yes.
So there's a combination. I think combination people are already there making notes of everything. Good. There's one more. James Prabhu, did you identify one more thing?
Well, we have there's a from Lord Brahma to an ant, no living entity is meant for enjoyment. We have that verse. We have also the Lord Indra.
Yes.
Verse. Okay, there's on page 38, 6th chapter, 18th. It's Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 18th chapter, verse 74. Lord Indra addresses Mother Diti, saying, my dear mother, persons who have given up all kinds of desire and are simply engaged in devotional service to the Lord know what is actually their self-interest. Such persons are actually serving their self-interests and are considered first-class experts in the matter of advancing to the perfectional stages of life.
Yeah. Yes. Indra says that to Diti. Good. Anything else? Both of your groups, anything else you found in this context, or that's it?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, Supriya Mata, you unmuted. You were going to say.
Yeah, Mataji. So how about this Nagapatni? So does it come here actually, or does
It's
it
combo,
come
Mataji. That is
combination.
Okay.
Yeah, Nagapatnis say that they reject or don't care for heavenly planets, mystic yoga, liberation, nothing they want. They just, they're saying the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord are very wonderful. So it's combination. Okay, so for bhukti or devotee choosing Krishna service or Lord's service over material enjoyment. There is King Bharata, then Lord Indra, and then Gajendra and Prahlad Maharaj. Yeah. And the other quotes that you all mentioned. But so both of you, maybe, whoever was a spokesperson, Anshu Mate and James Prabhu, can you compile this? Type it up, everything. Excellent. Thank you. So now who is a spokesperson of 1 and 2 groups?
I can be the spokesperson for 1, if it's okay with the group.
Okay.
Yes, I can do the for second, Mataji.
Okay, let's go. You guys have, I think, a whole bunch.
Yes, Mataji, it's like flooded.
Yes, it is flooded. Yeah. Okay, let's go through it. Now, quote anything except Vritrasura, because Vritrasura I already quoted, but it's beautiful. If you want to quote, you can quote it again.
Yes, the first one is, of course, the Vritrasura. The next one, right after that, is the para of Lord Shiva, where the statement is confirmed by Lord Shiva in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 17th chapter, verse 28, wherein Lord Shiva addresses Sati thus: "My dear Sati, persons who are devoted to Narayana, Krishna, are not afraid of anything. If they are elevated to the higher planetary system, or even if they get liberation from material contamination, or if they are pushed down to hellish conditions of life, or in fact, in any situation, whatever, they are not afraid of anything, simply because they have taken the shelter of the lotus feet of Narayana. For them, any position in the material world is as good as another."
Excellent. So, Mamata Mate, you can tell the other one in the next.
Are you talking in mute, Mataji?
Oh, I'm talking on mute.
No, Mamta Mata.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you are. Okay.
Okay, so Mataji, we created the spreadsheet, so I'll just share it quickly. So
No, you just verbalize it. Don't share it because I want them to just say what they have to say.
okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so our contest is only for Bhakti, Mataji.
No, Bhakti derides Mukti and Bhukti.
Yeah, Bhakti derides both Mukti and Bhakti. That's what I'm saying. Bhakti is the primary for us. I meant to say.
Everybody is the same thing. Bhakti is the primary. Yeah.
So for that, so I'll list out with the High Sirsha Panchatantra, so which is referring and also to Damodara prayers, Nalakuvera and Manikavara passage. I'm not having the passage, I just put it in the spreadsheet. So devotee asked Krishna to deliver him through his merciful pastime, but when Krishna appeared, they're asking only for the bhakti. So they don't want the mukti or other things. So the desired deliverance is to be understood that Krishna's mercy and only the relationship with him. So that is I have. And if I go with the next one, the reference is Narada Panchatantra.
Pancharatra.
Pancharatra. So that is, I feel like it's a combination of Bhukti and Bhakti, but you can correct me, Mataji. So here basically to reject the ritualistic, economic, sensual, or liberation-oriented goals and ask Lord Krishna to remain under his lotus feet. So only that directly places a loving service above all forms of liberation. So not seeking for Salokya to reside in his heavenly planet, or Sarupya, same bodily features as him. So always seeking the loving service for the Lord.
Hey, this looks like, so where is the component of material enjoyment in this?
Adjustment here.
This almost sounds like.
Yes, Mataji. So I read the passage from 43 to 44. So in the Narada Pancharatra is stated, "My dear Lord, I do not wish any perfectional stage by performing the ritualistic religious ceremonies or by economic development or by sense gratification." So that's why I addressed this.
Excellent. Yes, good.
Okay, Mataji. It's a combination of both.
It is a combination, yes. Now, Neena Mataji, other than these three, can you say something?
Yes, Mataji. Actually, they were all touched upon by devotees. Not under combination, but this will fall under combination. One was the Naga Patnis, as we talked about. Should I read that or should I go to another one?
Yeah, I would like you to read it. Yeah.
So there are similar prayer by the Naga Patnis. These are wives of Kaliya, serpent, in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 16th chapter, verse 37, where the Naga Patni says there, "Dear Lord, the dust of your lotus feet is very wonderful. Any person who is fortunate enough to achieve this does not care for heavenly planets, lordship, over all the planetary system, the mystic perfections of yoga, or even liberation from the material existence. In other words, anyone who adores the dust of your lotus feet does not care a fig for all other perfectional stages. This is a beautiful prayer from Nagapatnis who reject everything that is material and all they want is to serve Lord Krishna.
Okay, wonderful. What else do you have? One more you can quote.
Yes.
Mataji.
So the other one, there are plenty. One of them that is right on the next page, on page 41, where it says, in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 20th chapter, verse 34, Lord Krishna says to Uddhava, my dear Uddhava, the devotees who have completely taken shelter of my service are so steadfast in devotional service that they have no other desire. Even if they are offered the 4 kinds of spiritual opulences, they will refuse to accept them. So what to speak of their desiring anything within the material world? Similarly, Lord Krishna says in another passage of the Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 14th chapter, verse 14, my dear Uddhava, a person whose consciousness is completely absorbed in my thought and activities does not aspire even to occupy the post of Brahma or the post of Indra or the post of lordship over the planets or the 8 kind of mystic perfection or even liberation itself. In the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, sorry.
No. So, next group.
Yes.
Yeah, Mamata Mataji, other than whatever is discussed.
Yes, Mataji. So I have another beautiful one. Queen Kunti prayers. So Srimad Bhagavatam references Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1, chapter 8 and 20th verse. So Kunti is glorifying Krishna is very difficult to understand even for the great liberated sages to understand. So it's a combination of, I feel like it's a combination of bhakti and bhakti. So because it established the relationship alone, the liberation alone does not necessarily produce the realization of Bhagavan. So only the devotion does. So if you want, I can read the passage, Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maya Javanikachanna.
Yeah. So before Kunti's Lord Krishna's departure, he's praying to Lord Krishna, my dear Krishna, you're so great that you're inconceivable even to great stalwart scholars and paramahamsas, fully liberated soul. So if such great sages who are transcendental to all the reactions of material existence are unable to know you, then as far as we are concerned, belonging to the less intelligent women class, how is it possible for us to know your glories? How can we understand you? So in this verse, the particular thing to be noted is that personality of Godhead is not understood by great liberated persons, but only by devotees such as Queen Kunti in her humbleness.
Okay, then this will probably kind of, I mean, it's not direct, but it can be considered as a verse that actually glorifies Krishna over liberation than the combination part. That is my understanding then.
Queen Kunti. So it's a combination of, can I say, Mukti and Bhakti, Mataji? Or no?
There is no combination of Bhakti, Mukti. The whole concept is that Bhakti is superior to Mukti. That is one theme. Bhakti is superior to material enjoyment. That's the second theme. And the theme for team 1 and 2, group 1 and 2 is Bhakti is superior to both. Whatever quotes that are telling both, that's what I wanted you to collect. Okay, so this will fall. She is plainly saying that even liberated souls can't understand you. So she's plainly saying that you are beyond liberation, basically.
So then in that case, so the Bhakti should be preceding no, Mataji. That's what she's emphasizing, right?
Bhakti is preceding in all the groups, Mataji. You see what I'm saying? Bhakti is preceding for even the other groups that did the exercise. The point is that okay, I think I didn't communicate it properly. What I was trying to say is collect the quotes which says Bhakti is superseding or superior to Mukti. That's what group 3 and 4 did, right? And 5 and 6 did Bhakti is superior to material enjoyment. That's all they collected. And in your group, you all collected Bhakti is superior to both. Whichever quote says both. So my understanding of Queen Kunti's prayer is, it may be, that's what I understand. She says, Tata Paramahamsanam, even the Paramahamsas, meaning even the liberated souls have hard time understanding you. So what about me? I'm just a simple woman. So she's telling you are beyond liberation. You see, bhakti to you is beyond liberation. So it can be counted as in the group 3 and 4 who did about bhakti is beyond liberation. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Mataji, I get it now. Yeah, Mataji.
Yeah. In all the places we are saying bhakti is better. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Mataji.
All right. Okay, that's good. But directly, what else? What other things that you see in this context?
So I have Lord Indra, and Gajendra's pastime. So
They are coming under, they're rejecting material enjoyment only. So I want the quotes related to rejecting, for example, the quotes about Nagapatnis or quote that you said about.
Nagapatnis we have, Mataji. We also have, since it was mentioned, I didn't.
Yeah, you don't have to say that. But then, you also said about somebody. Did you quote about Uddhava? Krishna to
Yes,
Uddhava?
Mataji, Krishna to Uddhava. Yeah, I have. That is because, see, he wants only the shelter, no other desire.
Yes, and when you talked about Damodarashtakam, that is an appropriate quote because they say Varam Deva Moksham Na. We sing, right? Varam Deva Moksham Na Moksha. So we don't want any Varam, meaning material benediction. I don't want moksha. I just want to remember you, Damodar. So that one you quoted is perfect.
Yes, Mataji, that is there.
Yeah.
And what about, 1 second, Mataji.
Mm-hmm.
Atmarama example? No.
That one is mainly for liberation.
Liberation.
Glories of devotional service overrules. Atmaramas actually get drawn to Krishna. They're already liberated. They're drawn to Krishna. So Krishna and devotional service is beyond liberation.
Okay, Mataji.
There is something about Prahlad Maharaj I wrote.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
we have, Mataji. Yes, we did mention it, Mataji. So.
You want to read it?
Yes, Mataji. So yeah, when he was asking, so when the Hayashira Pancharatra, so Narsimha Bhagwan want to give benedictions for Prahlad Maharaj. So Prahlad Maharaj did not accept any material benediction and simply asked the favor of the Lord to remain his eternal devotee. So in this connection, Prahlad Maharaj cited the example of Hanuman, the external servitor of Lord Ramachandra, who also set an example by never asking any material favor from the Lord. He always remained engaged in Lord's service. That is the ideal character of Hanuman, for which he is still worshipped by all devotees. Prahlad Maharaj also offered his respectful obeisances unto Hanuman. This is a well-spoken verse by Hanuman in which he says, "My dear Lord, if you like, you can give me a salvation from this material existence or privileges of merging into your existence. But I do not wish any of these things. I do not want anything which diminishes my relationship with you as servant to master, even after liberation."
Okay, so now I think there's a little bit again confusion here. So when you see the passage about Hayasirsha Pancharatra, mainly about, here there are two of them. One is, my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, I don't want any resultant benediction from a religious life. I'm reading from the book. And this paragraph is right below where Nalakuvara and Manigriva are quoted.
Oh, yes, Mataji.
Okay. So in the first paragraph, that says that, I don't want economic development. I don't want to enjoy sense gratification, not liberation. I simply pray to be an eternal servant at your lotus feet. Okay.
Right.
So this part will come under your combination quote. But when we see the next one, Prahlad did not accept any material benediction and simply he asked for the favor of the Lord. It will go under the group 5 and 6 where they just worked on collecting about bhakti over bhukti. You see what I'm saying? And Hanuman's example will go mainly to bhakti over mukti.
So, Mataji, so what about if you say like that? What is the category of like Bhakti derides both, right? Bhakti
Both,
derides
yeah.
both.
So there is in the Narada Pancharatra, if you see the next one, there, this is also Prahlad's words.
Correct.
Similar passage to Narada Pancharatra, in this particular paragraph will go in your category, where, my dear Lord, I do not wish any perfectional stage by performing. Did we already read
Yes,
this?
Mataji, I
Yeah.
said that, Mataji.
So only this paragraph will go. So don't mix Hanuman in it.
No, no Hanuman in this, Mataji. Only
Yeah.
that, whatever
So
you are
only
saying.
this particular paragraph will go in this category. Yes. He's rejecting Salokya and he's rejecting sense gratification. He's basically rejecting everything.
Yes,
Except
Mataji.
for service. Okay, good,
Correct.
good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see if there is. Yeah, I know this
Mataji,
combination thing is. Yeah.
I just want to add, Mamata Mataji was like, regarding what Prahlad Maharaj is telling, it's clearly given on page 38, Mataji, 7th canto, Bhagavatam, verse 25, Prahlad Maharaj is telling in that last paragraph, Prahlad Maharaj is telling like, he is like, one who takes pleasure in chanting, hearing the transcendental glories of Lord has surpassed all kinds of material benedictions, including results of pious fruitive activities, sacrifice, even liberation from material bondage. This Prahlad Maharaj is telling. So I think she wanted to
Basically,
say that, yeah.
yes, yeah. So basically, he is telling Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, which are awarded by 3 modes of material nature. I don't want that. They're useless. So satisfaction of glorifying the lotus feet of the Lord is what he wants. So this quote comes under the combination, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's a lot, but what I would probably request is both of you to combine this, compile it, and then send it to us. Is that okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Mamata Mata and Nina Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. So just to be on the compilation part, just to quickly, I wanted to make sure with you, Mataji, whatever I've been told you. So the Bhakti derides both Mukti and that one, right? So
Yes.
the Padma Purana, the Damodara prayer, Nalakuvera and Manikivra passage.
Yeah.
And Narada Panchatantra, we just discussed that.
Okay.
And Nagapatnis, Krishna to Uddhava, Krishna to
Yeah.
Uddhava.
Yes.
And
Vritrasura.
Vritrasura. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay, even 4 or 5 is good. You know, if you can do, I think even Lord Shiva telling to Sati, related to Chitraketu, that also comes here.
I think if I'm not wrong, it's from Bhagavatam reference 6:17-28. If that is what I have noted down.
Yeah. So
yeah, I've noted down, Mataji, in the spreadsheet.
okay. So
Yeah,
all
you
of
say.
this, both of you can compile this. If Nina Mata has anything else, you both can offline discuss, compile, and then type it up and post it. Just quote the exact thing so that nobody will miss it, quote the book. Okay.
So Mataji, one favor I need, Mataji, since we are discussing this room 1, room 3 and all that, right? So can you just put the phrase for exact phrase, like
I'll post it.
exact phrase, so it will be precise, Mataji.
Okay, I'll post it. And unfortunately, I have to get off the call. So there's another call at 9 o'clock. It started and I haven't gone there yet. So I'll post it. But then you can, start compiling all the groups into, two groups work together. I mean, the spokespersons work together and compile it. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. One thing last, Mataji. What would be the format? Because it can be different groups. So it would be nice if we have a same format.
So, Mataji, I started compiling. I was just thinking, and so Shatruma Mataji, let me know if this is not what you're envisioning. So 3 columns in a table format. The first column is the devotee. So who said it? Then there's the source. So from which scripture? So I said, for example, Maharaj Prithu is the devotee. Source is Srimad Bhagavatam 4.20.24. And the example is the actual sentence, what he quoted.
Sure.
This is how I'm doing it. Is that okay?
That's good. Then let's follow the same thing.
Okay. And my question is, what if we miss, because you said 6 examples. I'm only capturing 5 for the liberation.
That's okay. That's
that-
okay. I want all of you to grasp this. The reason I'm telling is when we go through situations in our life, right, we should at least remember two people prominently from these quotes. That's one. And then if that comes in exam, nobody will ask. It's very, what do you call? It's not appropriate to ask quote all the examples.
Okay.
So the example will be just one or two, but each of our heart gets drawn to different example. That's why we are compiling everything.
I see. Okay.
So that wherever your heart, each individual's heart goes in this group, they can take that as a study material, that as a role model, like that. You see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for that reason. So quote whatever you got, just quote it. I would stick to the quotes that actually devotee is saying it, or Lord of Vaikuntha is saying it. Instead of Queen Kunti's, don't quote. It's a little subtle.
Yeah, Mataji, sure.
It's good, but I wouldn't quote it because it's a little subtle and it's not easy to grasp, So, yeah. Good.
Mataji,
Yes,
I have one question. If you have time. I don't know.
Honestly, I ran out of time 22 minutes ago. Let me just tell the other group. Please, sorry, I will just apologize 1 second. Or start discussing. Let me just post something to them. Sorry, okay? 1 sec.
Sorry about it. I'm taking your time.
No. I mean, I'm glad that there's a lot of discussion happening. This is how scripture is meant to be studied, not just like, Okay, now, yeah, what is it? Tell me.
Mataji, the 4 kinds of liberation. So in that, the Samipya is like basically associating with Lord. It's one
Yes.
kind of liberation.
Yeah.
At the same time, if the purpose of NOD is like stimulating our original rasa,
Yes.
like establishing our relationship with the Lord, and like basically getting association with the Lord. So does it fall under the liberation, desire for liberation actually?
See, the thing is, these are devotees who are glorifying service over even being with the Lord in person. If Prabhupada, if you take it, so if we take his example, he left that and came here. But then does it mean he's disconnected? He's moment to moment connected too. But what it is being talked about is holding Krishna's hand and walking, like that kind of intimate, in-person kind of association. So that's what this devotee is saying. I don't even want that. I just want to serve you wherever I'm at. That's what he's saying, okay? But however, when we take about us, we don't have to analyze this because right now, our need is to first of all awaken that relationship. So to stimulate the rasa, when a person is away, when a devotee is away from Krishna, it's not that the rasa is also away. The rasa is ongoing wherever they are.
Okay.
You see, like I know it's kind of subtle. Let us take an example. Okay, we hear that Hanuman told that I don't want anything, I don't want liberation, I just want to speak your glories. There is explicitly a prayer, I don't know the prayer, in Ramayana, that he asked that I want to stay here and glorify you in this planet itself, right? So does that mean he does not have the Dasya Rasa anymore?
He has it.
He has Dasya Rasa, and Ramachandra is relating to him in that Dasya Rasa, but it's internal. More than he is there in the pastime. He will be there in the pastime too, but then he's also doing this. So it's a glory of service. That's what is being quoted. Let us even take the example of Vrajavasis. Krishna went to Mathura. He left. And now all these Vrajavasis don't have directly Krishna's, not in person there, walking around in front of them. But their Madhurya or Vatsalya, Sakhya, that remained. It didn't go away. You see what I'm saying? So like that, we want to stimulate, the NOD's purpose is to stimulate our original rasa within our heart. Does not mean that Only when we are in person with him.
Okay.
It's
So
also
here-
other times.
So the associate with Lord means directly in person with
Samipya means mingling with him and being with him and sitting with him and, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yes.
Thank
Nice. Nice. You observed this so much. Yeah. Okay. Last discussion point. Neena Mataji.
I know, I'm so sorry, Mataji.
No.
I know you have to go, but we had this question when we were doing our group reading, me, Amol, Prabhuji, we had the question, so I wanted to ask you, Mataji. It was in page 45 of NOD, chapter 4, where it's beautifully mentioned the 5 kind of liberations, right? Out of the 5 kind of liberation, the last one is to have constant association with the Lord. Now, my question is, when we say that we want to go back to Golok Dham, does it fall under the 5th category of liberation, or there is beyond that even?
Goloka actually has all 4.
Okay.
I mean, not all 4. Let me come back. I'm sorry. Goloka does not have one thing. That is Sarupya. Vaikuntha has Sarupya. Everybody has 400. In Goloka, everybody looks different. So that is my understanding. But when we take Sarupya, we can only remember this Vaikuntha Loka, where not like they look exactly like Lord Vishnu, but everybody has same bodily features like Lord Vishnu, similar, So this one about Goloka is above that. That part I don't know because I just haven't heard anything like that. But according to me, back to Godhead means Salokya, Samipya, these are included. That's my understanding. I don't have too much knowledge about these things, but it's far out. But yes, but nice, to discuss all this. Yeah. Sure. Only liberation we don't even want to think about is Sayujya. So Vaishnavas don't consider Sayujya as a liberation. They consider it as a burden, actually. Yeah. We'll end. So next week, 5th chapter. Okay, that's okay. Next week, 5th chapter. You can just read, if you can, over the week. And we'll discuss, the chapter title is Bhakti is sufficient, self-sufficient and independent. It's really nice. So you'll see a lot of nice things. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.